Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another instalment of the Allotment Diaries. I've got loads to tell you, I've got loads and loads of jobs to do. Things are progressing really well, but actually I'm going to save that for another video because today I wanted to do a more specific one. So a few people have asked me recently to suggest something that's really easy to grow, and one of the things I would suggest for that is runner beans. That's because not only are they really simple and easy to grow, I mean if I can do it, anybody can. They have a really high yield per plant, so off one plant you'll get loads and loads of beans. I always plant 5 or 6, and for a family of 4 that just produces way more beans than any we could ever eat, so they do freeze really well as well, which is good. But also because they grow tall, they don't take up much ground space at all, so you only need a really small patch of your garden to be able to do them. So I've been growing mine from seed for a little while now, and they are ready to go in the ground. So I thought I would show you just how easy it is. Okay, so when you start, they will look like this. These are the runner bean seeds. They are just beans that have got big and dried out. The red ones produce red flowers and the white ones produce white flowers, and it's really good to plant a mixture of the two because they will cross-pollinate. So all you do to get them started is get yourself a little pot. It needs to have holes in the bottom so the water can drain out, and get yourself some compost. Any compost will do really. So literally just fill it up most of the way with some compost. So you can see I've got about this much in. Drop one of your beans in, just in there, and then cover it with about ½ inch of compost on top. Get it nice and wet, and then what you want to do is stick it in a greenhouse preferably. I don't have a greenhouse, I've just got like a pop-up thing. I don't know if you can see at the top actually. Can't see that well. It's just one of these pop-up plastic ones. Even if you don't have one of that, a sunny windowsill will do. That'll be fine to get them going. And just make sure you keep the compost nice and moist. You don't want to saturate it, just make sure it's moist. And then before long your beans will start to germinate, and quite quickly they will start to get quite tall. So it might have been going maybe 3 weeks or so, and I'll bring it over. You can see that it's starting to get really big. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. So as these get tall, you need something to support them. So I'm going to go and build like a wigwam type thing now for them to go up. So I will show you how it's done. Right, so as you can see, you really don't need a big area of land to grow your beans. So you can see just here, that's where I'm going to grow mine, and I've dug it over with a fork and got rid of all the weeds and everything, and now I'm going to build like a pyramid type thing to support all my beans. So to do that you will need a rather tall bamboo stick. You can't really tell on the camera there, but it's pretty tall, and you will need one for each plant, and what will happen is they will start to wrap their way around it as they grow tall. And also you will need some string or some garden wire or something just to tie them all together at the top. So I'm going to put one in the middle and build the others around it. So let me show you. Right, so that's that one done. As you can see, I've tied them all together at the top, just with a bit of garden wire. Goes all the way down to the ground. You literally just push them into the ground, touch them at the top just to keep them all together. And that's that done. Now we just need to get the plants in the ground. So what we're going to do is we're going to plant one next to each stick, and they will eventually wrap their way all the way up to the top. So you need to build a decent sized hole, big enough to put your pot and the soil in there, and then basically just leave them to it. So you need to pull them out of the pot with all their compost still intact and the roots. See, like that. Pop them in the hole. Press them down like that, and then you just want to start encouraging them to go up. It's a bit difficult with this one because it's quite small, but with the taller ones you can encourage them a bit better. Right, so there we go, that's all of them in. I have got one more plant growing, but it's still a little bit small at the moment, so I'm going to see if that goes a little bit bigger before I put it against my last bamboo stick. You'll see that I just used a tiny little bit of garden wire here just to attach the plants to the sticks, only very, very loosely, so you don't want to break them or anything, just to encourage them to grow up a little bit. So every day you'll need to come outside, and as they grow bigger, just encourage them to start wrapping themselves around the bamboo sticks. And they will eventually start doing it themselves. So it's dead easy. So when they're in the ground, basically just make sure they have plenty of water. Again, you don't want to saturate them, but they do need watering regularly. Encourage them up the sticks, and basically just leave them to it. And before long, they will be right at the top there. And there'll be lots of flowers, and you'll get lots of beans. So if you like runner beans, you should know what they're like when they're ready. When they start to feel hard, then they're probably going to be past it. But yeah, as for bugs, you might get a few black fly on there, and you can spray bug spray on there, or soapy water is quite good to spray on the plants. I actually personally prefer a bit more of an organic approach to it, and I generally just leave them to it. Any black fly that's on the beans I just wash off as and when I pick them. I just scratch my face and get mud all over me now. Or actually ladybirds really like these plants, and they will come along and eat the black fly for you, so I kind of just let nature do its thing. So there we go. I hope this has inspired you maybe to try growing something yourself, hopefully runner beans. Like I said, if I can grow them, anybody can grow them. So yeah, do get out there and give it a go. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up as usual, and I would love it if you would subscribe and join my family. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye!